So since last time I was recording gameplay, we did in fact lose our first Tristan. It wasn't to a gank, it was to our own greed. I attacked a Mordu's Special Warfare Unit Garmer frigate in a bus. I had no idea that it was going to be as tanky as it turned out to be, and it didn't have guns, it had missiles, so it didn't really have any problem targeting or tracking us. We did get it down to about, I'd say maybe half shields or something before we died in our Tristan. But as you can see in our inventory, we had already bought the Algo's blueprint by that point. We have made a lot of the money back as well, mostly because this frigate was, with the blaster setup, able to kill clone soldiers. And we killed one clone soldier after we bought the Algos and did a bit of bounty hunting. And we managed to stock back up on ISK a bit after buying the medium drone blueprint, Algos blueprint, a couple of rigs, the railgun, antimatter. These were not all that expensive. It was mostly the Algos, which was 8 million. But we have bounced back quite a bit, and we have also now built the Algos. Trade is commodity, so it's all just what's it called? Overseer effects, and it is the clone soldier tag. And our expenses have been trade, and it's all blueprints and skill purchases. So we are still haven't made a slip up of buying accidentally something from the market. Like sometimes they list blueprints or other stuff that we can buy. Well, is there anything besides blueprints? I don't really think. Oh yeah, skill books. But fortunately, we haven't accidentally bought from players yet. And yeah, so it's all bounties or commodities, which, like we said, overseer effects, etc. We've set up in Losak. We moved everything here, and we've started reprocessing like the battleship modules we find and stuff. So we are pretty much there with all these minerals except for titanium to build a second Algos if we lose this one. And I'm also already building a frigate. So because it's much cheaper, I just figured we'd have one ready on backup. So if we need to build another Algos, we won't just not have a ship. Speaking of which, I'm gonna continue. Oh yeah, this is actually research, not building. I forget. So I'm gonna build a couple of things before we head out. I think we're just gonna want to have a bunch of these in case we need to put them in a new ship or something. We could use having a couple of these maybe. And I want to also have some spare railguns. And maybe I already made a bunch of ammo, but let's just make. Oh, I wanted to make a salvager as well. Make 3 salvagers. So now my main problem is, well, we should probably play the cinematic. We are now entering the destroyer era. It's a nice little touch that they've added to the game, where like when you enter a ship for the first time, you get like a little cinematic. It's especially like feel good moment when you do it in a challenge like this, where you have to build everything, because it's kind of a lot of effort to get the next ship. But yeah, also this has a lot more cargo capacity, so we should maybe even buy containers. Container blueprints. I think there are small standard containers. Is these that contain capacity 120? They take the 100. Maybe we should buy this blueprint at some point, because this ship is going to be able to hold 3 of those. So that's another 60 M3 of storage, which is, I mean, that's significant. It's not quite, but almost like 20% more. 35 is 10. Yeah, so it's almost like 20% more cargo, which is pretty good. We also have medium drones now, or access to medium drones. We are training the skill, and they're not going to be great against small frigates, I think, but we do have tracking enhancers, and we do have more guns. I'm just worried that maybe battleship rats are going to track us more easily now that we are in a destroyer. So we are going to have to try to spin into them a bit more, a bit better maybe. But let's just see if there are people in space in our nearby ratting systems. So Alfarius, the 40k fan, I assume, is doing a bit of PI, it seems. Something that I need to start thinking about once I acquire a, or maybe not when I acquire, but be able to build a pirate ship, pirate battleship, or anything like that. I'm gonna need some PI. Okay, so I'm going to how do I even split this stack? Maybe I just need to do it like this. I can't do that. Let's see if this can track us. But this definitely seems a lot faster. Yep. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. We are actually using our dead space afterburner. I mean, we're not going very fast at all. Like 580 is, I mean, if we land like 30 kilometers away from something with decent tracking, it's going to be hitting us while we burn in, I assume. But, oh yeah, this is a 0.4. Let's actually go to 0.3. I forget the difference. Security status. It was in the 0.3 system we found the mortar at. Yeah. I'm a bit afraid of it. I don't think I would want to try to engage it with my destroyer just yet. I'd want to have way more backup modules, really. Drone surveillance. I wonder how difficult that is. Drone surveillance. It's cruisers and sentry guns. 6 light missile batteries. Sounds kind of gross, actually. But that's a lot of cruisers and battle cruisers and stuff, which might be good if we can handle the original wave of if we could handle the original wave of sentry guns, because we need to salvage drones for more grid power cables or whatever it's called to get our power grid cargo rig built. Okay, so these are actually tracking me a bit now, which is a bit scary, but they're not doing very well. But the frigate never got hit by these, so we have to keep this in mind. These have been dropping quite a few of the, well, quite a few. I've gotten like 3 of the HIC modules that reprocess extremely well, so we love to see these battlecruisers. Yeah, drone surveillance has a lot of spawns as well. It has like 7 waves or 6 waves, depending on which type you get. Kind of a lot. We did this, and we're gonna do this. We've not been claiming these at all. I don't think there's actually... It doesn't look like it has a duration, so if we ever get finished with this challenge or actually like reach a point where the ISK that we're going to gain from accepting those is no longer really relevant, we might just claim them. I mean, currently it's what? It's I mean, it's 2 million ISK. I mean, we are kind of farming ISK rapidly at this point, but let's hold off on claiming that stuff. Don't really need to, since it doesn't seem to time out like some of the other things you can claim do. 20,000 skill points, you say? That's relevant. We will claim those. Back up to 180, and I believe the winter, if Nexus thing, yeah, it has 100k here, which is, again, quite nice. Not a lot of life in these belts at the moment. There was someone in here when we entered, but I don't think they... I mean, I thought they were running belts because... Oh, this is the clone soldier we've killed before already. This is like 3 million-esque right here. So that's nice. Let's see if we can avoid being tracked by him in a destroyer. That's highly relevant information for us. Because it couldn't track the frigates at all. It seems to be tracking us rather well, actually. That's not great. Let's try to make the... Okay, nice. So now he's missing us. Okay. Okay, no need to panic. Looks like we're doing okay. Okay, this is good. And it looks like we are really like tearing through him. Let's make a new default orbit at 1800 and see if that prevents him from hitting us and lets us hit him a little bit better. Surprised to see the Vespa drone missing. A cruiser-sized rat that's webbed. Maybe we need to train that drone tracking. This is optimal range. Is there no like actual tracking skill? I guess it's just, maybe we just need to build get the blueprint for the tracking script for our module so that it's actually a pure tracking bonus. There's somebody else in system. We don't love to see that. Let us see what happens next. There are 5 cosmic signatures, so it very well might be some wormhole activity, but it's spooky when you don't see anything on the scan at all at any point. Oh, there he goes, that's good. And we get our clone soldier tag, which is highly profitable, and the bounty alone. I mean, this is 2 million and the bounty is 1.25, so yeah, 3,250,000 for one rat is quite good. And this tag we can sell in system because there is a Concord station here. Difficulty on this, it's 20. It's one access difficulty lower than the other stuff we've been salvaging mostly. People do pass through the system quite a bit. It's a pipe that connects. I think it's this one. This is Essence, yeah. So it connects Sync Liaison and Essence. So people do warp through quite a bit. Not had anyone try to like probe me or warp to me or anything like that, but I've also been kind of skittish. Like if I see somebody that's already has like a suspect timer or something come in, I usually just dip out into the station, not really looking to risk my hard-earned ships. Our railguns are tracking pretty well with AB at this range. I mean, a couple of misses, but mostly it seems to do okay, even at close range. Ship has a tracking bonus, so... but I think 10% tracking? Yeah. We don't have a lot of skill with it though. We only have Galactic Destroyer 3. So that could be better, but... we'll just loot everything. We have so much space, and if we find some good large modules, we'll just invest in something. It was in this belt here. I saw a Mordurat, so I'm gonna warp in at the range there, I think, just so that I don't get caught by the Garmer. Because it webbed and disrupted. So I'd rather not get owned. Here comes cheating again. Went through, but it's a lot of corpse for a 2018 character, but also low security status, so we will be wary of this person. Yeah, I'm actually gonna align to... okay, he's gone. I put Vespas on this thing and Hornets on this thing. Not a lot of great modules in there, but you can. We also keep looking for prototype 150s or something like that. Just that increases our current bit with a bit more damage. And we'll see how this goes. One of them is presumably going to be able to track us okay. Maybe we should web the other one and might try to pull range. As we're orbiting this one, we don't want the other one to get too far away. And hitting the Vespa drone really does a lot of work along with extra guns. Sure. These are dying much more quickly. Also, I think a medium shield extender with invulns might be the way to go here, because we're not really getting shot through the shields very much. Our shield regen would be much higher with the higher shield HP and resistances, and we would be able to put 3 damage mods. That might be an idea. Because we're still like yet to go. Wow, 2.5 million. Oh yeah, we did the clone soldier, that's why. Oops, we went out of range for our salvage. We will continue trying to salvage a bit, see what we get here. I think it's just more of the same, despite the rats being bigger. This is already more loot than our frigate could hold. And clearly we need to build ammo continuously. They're tearing through it. We have 13 million because the tag. I mean, at this rate, we would be able to buy a Vexor blueprint in like really not that long. It wasn't very dramatic at all. Oh. No 150 guns, so we keep it moving. Considering how far in we're going, we might as well be using blasters, to be perfectly honest. Maybe we'll buy a blueprint for that as well. Vladimir. Uh-oh. That's definitely bad news. We do not want to see any Garmers landing on us. That is for sure. Here he is. No, thank you, buddy.
Permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That is not a fight I want to take. So we shall instead sell our lone soldier tag and let him do his thing for a bit. The warp disruption range on that ship is just yeah. Like this is gets out to ridiculous distances, so he could just land anywhere in the belt pretty much. MVD once and be disrupting us way before we could ever warp out unless we were pre-aligned, and he would just kite us at like 40 kilometers or something. We could do like nothing. So that's a dangerous ship for us. Actually, we might as well boost this. I mean, this is going to be so little.
Skill training completed.
This is like the skill points we got from claiming skill points a day.
Skill training.
And this is quite useful. And actually, if we were to switch to a medium shield extender and a invuln, this would be good. And then there's one that regens, right? Capacitor. Just yeah. Yeah, this one. This is just passively more HP if we're staying in shields, not armor. Yeah. Yeah.
Skill training completed.
Yeah.
Skill training
And then
completed.
we'll add level 4 to this, level 4 to this, so they're in the queue. But yeah, I mean, this is 15% more regen and 10% more shield. That's already significant for just the random damage, like minor damage we've been taking in belts. But he seems to be wanting to hang around. I think he's hoping we undock so that he can like mess with us a bit. I have plenty of other stuff to do, so I'm just gonna go do something else for a bit and not risk the ship pointlessly, since I have no reason to like force it at all. So until next time, goodbye. And we are back. I actually just used this short downtime, since other guy was in the system, to go through some of the like I had some air stuff to claim, and I finally reached like a point in the track where I got some more skill points. I claimed everything and put it in the redeeming queue, except for the 50k skill points. I also got donated a catalyst, which I just trashed. Yeah, we got some extra skill points, which I put some in weapons upgrades right away. I want to get that up to 4 so I can also do the advanced ones, which will reduce the power requirements. I also switched out for crystalline carbonite instead of rolled tungsten. I mean, they're the same. This requires a bit more fitting, but it's 20,000 less mass, which I'm hoping helps a bit with our speed. Not much, but I mean, we'll take anything at this point.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
So this next belt had a Mortusrat in it many hours ago. I highly doubt it's gonna be still there, but I'm still gonna work at a bit more range, I think. I mean, I don't think it's gonna lock us, so... Oops, we're not... Oh, no, no, no. What have I done? Well, that shows me. That was pretty embarrassing. Let us not do that. It was also a much longer warp than I was hoping it would be. Jeez. Okay, wow. That's taking forever. And the guy's back. Great. Okay. Well, we're picking up our drones, and I guess we're just gonna... I mean, he's just gonna be hovering around, I think, at this point, so... Let's just, flip out and, go enjoy our day. No point really, like, messing around when there's a guy in a armor, like, hovering around your system, because, I mean, he just has
Active.
such a perfect ship to be able to catch me out.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Oh, okay. I mean, Path of Exile 2, here I come, I guess.
Detect the destroyer in your inventory.
Oh my god, is this gonna be a permanent thing now?
To locate and board the destroyer before we can continue.
How do I disable this? Opportunities. How can I disable aura? Anyway, that's not interesting content at all. So yeah, this isn't the day for it. We've seen this guy on D-Scan. He's in a Sunesis. Shadow Cartel guys seem to be rolling a hole or something. There was a Praxis from them as well. And when they disappeared, the cosmic signatures changed as well. I think they were rolling a hole, maybe. I don't know. Don't really want to mess with those guys in my TAC 1 fit algos, though. assume this guy's doing some relic or data sites or something in Natsumises. Who knows?
Warp drive active.
Paragon's gift. Oh, right. Yeah, this is on track. Yeah. That's the thing that's like annoying. It gave me a catalyst and I trashed it, and then it wanted me to redeem a skin and apply it to the ship, and because I don't have a catalyst, it keeps popping back up, demanding I apply it to the destroyer when I don't have one. So yeah, that's somewhat annoying. Oh, looks like somebody was warping to belts. Maybe the Garmer? Yeah, I think this is the Garmer, the Velsk. Yeah. So yeah, this guy was warping through belts, so I'm kind of glad we didn't actually continue warping around with the Garmerin system.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Looks like he's running the sides. One just despawned at least. Oh, yeah, Astro. I swear he was in a Sunesis before, but it's kind of spooky if we. But I mean, I think we would. Unless he's like, well, like actual PvP Astro, I think he's not a huge problem. Much more likely he's doing sites. Seems to be warping around a bit. I've seen him on D-scan a couple times. And he's gone. Well, no need to worry then.
Warp drive active.
I feel like at some point maybe going back into high sec and clearing just a bunch of hideaways to see if we can get another escalation. I'd be interested to see how long it takes in this. Granted, I don't think we'd save a lot of time on frigate stuff, since we'd probably just use Hornets like we did before. But all the cruisers, structures, sentry guns would get 2 medium drones on them as well, which I think, at least the final structure took a while to bash. And, I mean, there were 2 other structures we had to kill in the first room and the second room, I believe. So, those plus the cruisers might mean, like, we get it under, I mean, maybe under... Oh, I thought, okay, let's not attack these rats. No, thank you.
Warp drive active.
What a bait. Chilling in my belts. Yeah, maybe we get it under 50 minutes. If it was like low 40s, that would already be like really good, I think.
Warp drive active.
Not nearly as many battleships as we saw last night here. We were getting battleships like at a decent clip.
Warp drive.
We're standing with them at this point. We're not huge fans. We're not super highly trained, but our total net worth is pretty decent, I have to say, considering what we are doing. In my opinion, at least. Give you one more shot. Yeah.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Go, battleship. Hit. Now to see if it can track us sufficiently well for it to be a problem. Skill points, I believe. Yes, please. Man, this guy is just not leaving us alone. Oh, okay. He left. We appreciate it.
Our module has run out of charges.
It do take a while to kill these, but with a 50% bounty modifier, this is a nice find. Almost 1 million. And whatever it drops, which... I mean, battleship modules still pretty excellent for us at this point with the amount of minerals. We actually ran into a titanium problem with the destroyers. We actually had more than enough of everything, but we were like tens of thousands short on titanium. So I actually went to our other stations that we'd been at before, because we never hauled titanium away when we moved. So I went and picked up all our titanium to be able to build the Alcos. So now modules that give a lot of titanium are actually not bad at all for us. Also, these battleship rats are the first ones I see dropping armor hardeners. We did get one for kinetic, which is quite good actually. Yeah, but we can't build those yet, so nice to have. 100 MN is what? That's actually, yeah, good haul. And wow, it dropped armor plates. That's the first armor plates we've gotten. Oh, that's really nice to see. Okay. Okay. So we can make, yeah, okay, that's really good. Okay, now I really want to kill more battleship rats. Because all the salvaging we've done, we've not seen any armor plates before. So that's good to know that they have, well, at least a better chance, if not that the rats that we've been killing, the smaller ones, just can't. But at least getting armor plates from battleships means we can eventually build our Trimarch armor pumps and resistance rigs if we want to, which is significant. Because I've been looking at which rat types drop which types of salvage, and I had just not seen some of the things they were supposed to be dropping, including this. Let's just keep checking these. If we get more of the prototype Gauss guns, it saves us a lot of CPU actually. 17 versus 20.4. I mean, that's pretty good. They do seem rare though. Oh, we might need to go pick up more antimatter. Yeah, these guns really tear through it, so glad I started making more, and I made some last night, so I made like 5k ammo. Yeah. Might have to start making bigger batches. This is really nice though. Finding the clone soldiers is a big bump in ISK. Yeah, that's a lot of small wrecks, so we'll check for guns. No. Faster. Well, 2 guns, but not what we were looking for.
Warp drive active.
Very nice. Out of everything in our cargo right now, I'm most happy about the armor plates. Trimark needs how many? 2? No, it needs 3. Okay. Oh, those were not the last battleship rats we were gonna kill, so... So many frigates. This is not the same luck we were having yesterday with the rat spawns. We were getting way more bigger rats. Hmm. Oh, these are probably my... These are my drones from my Tristan that died. This is that belt, right? Yeah, it is. These are the drones from last night. Like, I'm talking many, many hours ago. Before downtime? I didn't think that they would stick around that long. That makes not a lot of sense, right? I mean, they shouldn't be in space that long. I didn't even realize. But yeah, no. Okay, so we'll just scoop these to drone bay, I guess. Yeah, I had drones out when I died to the Murdu's rat, obviously. Okay, well, I mean, we'll take those again, I guess. They return to the fold. We will move a few out, though. Oh, 3 and 2, yep. Wait, what? No. Nope, nope.
Drive active.
This must be used in a lot of things because it's one of the most common ones I find, and it's also one of the most expensive on the market, it seems. So it clearly sees a lot of use.
Drive active.
Which is what? It's... I mean, I highly doubt it's because of hybrid weapons. It's almost certainly because of these structure PPOs or something. And let's see. Who knows?
Drive active.
He's swapping between Metamorphosis and Astero. Quite sure what he's doing. So we are full cargo. Let's looking for my railguns now. We might as well maybe drop something like these super unuseful ones. We don't really need to scan cargo, I think. And maybe we can use a gun, who knows? Let's drop stuff off at least and pick up some more antimatter ammo. We could go into a 0.2 system too. That might be more like, I mean, our TPS has gone up by like 50% again, pretty much, since we're at like 150 from 100. So, or like 110 with the blasters. So, yeah, maybe 0.2 is the way to go now, actually. We will give that a shot, I think. But for now, we will just drop off some loot. And maybe insure the ship. I mean, ISK isn't our biggest problem, but still, getting some consolation prize for when we get killed is not bad. And it's usually a pretty decent ratio on the insurance. This thing pop-up is annoying. Don't know how to get rid of it. We'll put 1500 since we ran out like this time before we got a full cargo, but yeah. Here we go. And then we are ready to... Let me see. You can right click to ensure. Yes, yes. Give it this and Yeah. Don't really need all these Hornets in our drone bay, I think. Yeah, and then we're ready to go off again. I think we'll do, next time we play, we go into 0.2.